Hi, Jason here, Jason's Creative Adventures. I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I did last night, just a little bit of update. I wound up going ahead and finishing that shelf for my paint cans, and this thing really, um, building it wasn't the problem, painting it wasn't the problem, but trying to get it attached on this wall. I was trying to use this floor jack here to lift it up about a foot off the ground, and I could not for the life of me get the holes aligned. I put anchors in and everything, and I just couldn't get the screws to align with where I put the anchor deals in the wall, and I kept missing them, and I was just tearing the wall up like crazy and missing the anchors, and I destroyed a couple of the anchors in the process. So I gave up and I just decided to put it right on the floor and put it up. You notice that I wasn't able to get all my cans onto it, but it's right up here about that far from the window, and there's a lot of cans that are just about completely empty that are probably just going to get thrown away, so that'll make room for those. But a lot of those on the floor are stuff that's not spray paint, most of it. Some of it is spray lacquer, some of it is clear coat stuff, there's some plasti dip stuff, there's a couple other things that are in aerosol cans that aren't spray paint down there. But if you see, that's all the spray paint I got, all right there, collaborated right there. So, and then the other thing I did, other than getting paint all over clothes I didn't want to get paint on, I don't know if you remember what this looked like last night, but I took a fine grit sandpaper and went over this whole thing several times. I used my white lithium oil on it several times. I used vinegar. I used fine grit sand, like a 120 grit sandpaper on, and I used that little piece of 2x4 sitting on top right there to use to go over top of this. It looks like, no, that's just, I thought that was rust forming, but that was just some moisture that was left over, I guess. Don't know how that got there. It was like a drop. But I did that, experimented with the taking this plate off. I took it off to sand it down. This was really rusty. I got all the rust off of it. And then I took it off and cleaned up underneath there a little bit. And then I played around with putting my dado blade on there. I really can't use a dado blade on here until I make other throat plates for this. And I'm going to get some hardboard today so I can make some different hardboard to use in this that will just sit in there, and then I can make all kinds of zero clearance for dados, for single cuts, because this is like a standard thing that they do with all table saws, a standard throat plate. It's designed so that you can do all the beveling and stuff like that. But if you're doing any thin cuts, it's going to go fall through. That's why, like on that table saw right there, I've got those fence clamps. And I got my other set. I could leave that set on that table saw unless I decide to get rid of that table saw. I might keep it. I don't know. It might be handy having two in case I get someone else working on something with me on a project at some point and we need two table saws for whatever reason. I don't really see any reason why that ever happened, but if it ever did, who knows. But this is a really nice fence clamp. I haven't gotten my square out to see if it's completely square or not, but I'm pretty confident that it is a pretty square, and I'm sure that there's a way to calibrate it, hopefully, if not. But it's turning out that everything that's important to me to work works, and it turns on, it runs. But if you notice these frays on the cord, it's got a really nice long cord, but the cord is cracking all around it. And there's some places that there's already electrical tape on it, but good Lord, that's like I have no idea how long that cord is, but it is really long. It could probably stretch over to the wall right from here. But that's a really nice miter gauge right there for pushing stuff through. I haven't checked to see if it's accurate, but I'm willing to bet that that thing is accurate. I used some paste wax on here to try to make it a little slicker, and we'll see if that really made it slicker or not. Yeah, seems to be pretty slick. That should be pretty easy to move wood across. So if that piece of 2x4 slides across, then that should be pretty smooth. There's already a little bit of sawdust getting on, because the bottom of this, I'm just not sure what to do about the cardboard that he had in there. There's not really a dust port, and sawdust is just going to fall right to the floor. So that's something I'm going to have to address. But I did work on wiping that down a little bit. I didn't get all around it. I got some of it. And I want to take and get the whole thing wiped down and see what kind of improvements I can make to make it run better. And figure out how I'm going to make that beveling dial loosen up. I got to figure out how that comes apart. At the very least, just keep lubing it up and see if it loosens up a little bit. It shouldn't be that hard to turn that beveling thing and twist it, because you got to twist it. The part that moves the blade up and down works great. It works great. So if you look at this, look at the blade. One way goes up, the other way goes down. And if you see that, that part works great, but this outer part that makes the blade go this way and that way, or maybe it only goes one way, but that turns it for beveling to make different degree turns, is really, really, really stiff and hard to turn. So to figure out how to make that loosen up a little bit so that it's easier to use that, but everything else is fine. This is kind of all scratched up and whatnot. That's a little bent down, but I was able to get a lot of this scraped down. Looks like I got Alright, well, it is what it is. I got some of my tools put away. The other day I made those push block and push sticks to go with my plastic one. This yellow one, push block right here, is a design that, let me get over here. Alright. I'll bring all these over here actually. This is a design which I need to move this. I need to move this piece up a little bit. It's actually a little bit too far down. You just need to have just enough to catch a lip of a board. But it is designed, especially if you're going to be close to the blade when running it, to keep your hands away from the cutting parts. And if you're smart and you're only putting your blade just barely above the wood, like if or this, see that'd be just about perfect. That blade is actually, let's see where, lost where I'm at now. Oh, right here. Right here. Okay, if you see how that, just want to maybe put that up just a little more, just so it just barely comes above the board. Then when you're using this, so you're pushing it through, it'll only put a small little cut through the bottom of the board, and you shouldn't have a problem. Most of the time you're probably not going to be doing cuts that you have to run your saw blade through the bottom of that. They would be off to the side somewhere, and then you'd use one of these push sticks in conjunction with it. So, oops, upside down. Okay. So how much of that was upside down for you guys? I'm sorry. Anyway, I got some errands to run. I got to go do stuff, but I'm slowly getting that wood used up. I might make another one of these shelves and put it over there, but I want to make it with wider for bigger paint cans, because these paint cans are shallow, and I designed it perfectly for paint cans, and I think that's plenty of paint can space. I don't think I need any more than that. What I need to make is a place for regular sized paint cans, like gallon paint cans, and varied sizes, but standard, sizes. So I need to get wider boards that will hold a gallon paint cans, and at least hold 2 or 3 on a shelf, and make several shelves. Most of the canned stuff I have over here, I'm probably going to have to get rid of. Where did I do with all that? There's a lot of different stuff over here. Like, I got stains and caulkings and a lot of stuff that probably just needs thrown out, because it was left here by the previous owner. Like, we've been in this house almost 6 years, and this stuff has been in here the whole time. A lot of it was down in the basement, and I moved it up here. I think all the paint was underneath the closet, underneath the stairs going down into the basement, and I moved them up here. And there's lots of stains, and all that wood finish sitting on the end of that table has been sitting here for the last 6 years plus, and whoever had it here, and it looks like some of the stains are still good, but things like paint, every paint can I've opened has been junk. It's been all hardened up or all separated out and gone bad. And so I bought a can of 5-gallon paint. It's either gray or white, and then there's a 5-gallon bucket of stain, which I have no idea if it's still good, because it has sat for, they both sat for at least 2 years out here in the garage, freezing up and getting hot in the humid summers. So who knows if they're still good. But that's really the rundown. I just kind of wanted to show off how I got that cleaned up, really. So now I got 2 table saws. Now I just need a couple of higher, these 2 tables I use for painting really are not good for using as runoff tables. For one, you might get paint residue on your project. One, they're not high enough. They need to be up higher. When they're only about yay high, and they need them to be, they need to be higher. So I'll just have to work on that. Anyway, guys, those of you that didn't see it before, this is what it looks like now in here. I might move things around to make room, because I do got room all the way up there, but I don't know what I would want to store up that high. But I put cleats up that high, so I had the option. And I do need to make some more cleats to go lower, because I got the 4 cleat lines going across the wall, the 4 of them, but I need 1 or 2 lower ones to be able to hang stuff a little lower, because those are nice, but I need more. I'm still not decided what I'm going to do with all this stuff. I got this stuff I got to figure out what to do with. So, work in progress. So, if you like watching people work on their garages and fixing up their garage for the workshop, give a like and leave a comment and subscribe. If you like seeing lots of creative projects, artistic things, paintings, woodworking, leatherworking, gardening. I do a lot of creative things, and you just never know what I'm going to do next. I got a lot of stuff I got to do. I got to get in my backyard and clean up that mess from the greenhouse. And if I don't get out there soon, it's going to be all over the neighborhood again. So, if you look here, it's still a mess back there. I haven't gotten back there yet to take it all apart and go through it and clean it up. And I've got like my pitchfork that's still buried underneath there. So, all right, I gotta go run errands and do this and that, and hopefully I'll have time to work on something. But I also gotta take a nap because I gotta do the first drive shift tonight at work. So, we'll see. I don't know when I'm gonna post another video, but I'm just trying to keep you guys updated. And catch y'all later. Hit that like, leave some comments, questions, whatever. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you're notified of all future videos. So, catch y'all later. Have a great Mother's Day this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to post a video before that. There's chances I might make another video today. I don't know. Otherwise, this is Friday. I'll be gone. I'll be coming back home on Sunday. I do not know if I'll be doing another video before then. So, if I don't, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Bye.